Here are 5 things that I got rid of from my diet to lose weight. Number 1, ditch nutrient-lacking foods. You want to go and start adding in whole foods. The best way to think about this is to look at food as fuel. It's great that as humans we can enjoy our food and taste something really delicious, but the best way to go about this is thinking of food as fuel, which it is. You want to eat something that you know will have long-term benefits from ingesting it, like vegetables or fruits. If you indulge in the short-term pleasure of eating a food, such as chocolate, you're going to feel guilty about it later, and that will make weight loss a little harder. But that doesn't mean you have to cut everything out necessarily. If you were to look at something like chocolate, milk chocolate is full of sugars and processed chemicals, but dark chocolate, usually 80% or above, has levels of antioxidants and boosts your serotonin levels when ingested. So this is a great way to indulge in a guilty pleasure while also looking at a way to make it beneficial for yourself. Number 2, cut out fried foods. Think of French fries and fried chicken. There are so much excess oils and fats on these, and these are like not the good kinds of fats. There are good and bad kinds of fats. The good kind comes from avocados and fatty fish like salmon and tuna. The bad kind will come from something like vegetable oils or seed oils, which is typically what these big chain restaurants like McDonald's will fry their French fries in. They also have a lot of free radicals, and these free radicals are really bad for your skin. They can cause you to break out, and they can lead to bloating, which in turn leads to weight gain, which is something that if you're watching this video, that's not what you're looking to do. You're looking to lose weight. But again, as always, there are other options. I'm not saying cut out French fries completely from your life, but there are a lot of really great options to substitute it with. I personally like to take a sweet potato and chop it up and cook it in either the oven or the air fryer with a dash of salt and olive oil. Number 3, you want to avoid added GMO soy. GMO soy is added to a lot of processed foods and can be found in your vegetable oils. Again, I can never stress this enough, stick to your whole foods and organic foods. GMO soy can be very scary because it tends to mimic estrogen, and especially for women, this can be worrisome because it can lead to weight retention and even more severely, weight gain. GMO soybeans are fed to our livestock, such as the pigs, cows, chickens, and it can cause them to ingest these herbicides that cause a lot of detrimental effects to our bodies. And this GMO soy can find its way to our tables in the form of processed meats, vegetable oils, and prepackaged foods. That's why you want to avoid vegetable oils, get organic foods and organic fruits and meats, and just try to eat cleanly. Always check the nutrition label of something that you're purchasing for the first time. Make sure it doesn't have any mention of some sort of soy when it doesn't make sense for there to be soy in it. Number 4, meat or dairy products that have added hormones. A majority of the items on the shelves at the grocery stores have added hormones to our foods. You've probably seen these documentaries where these chickens are kept in really small cages and pumped full of hormones so that they get big and fat, they lay more eggs, and eventually when they take these chickens that are pumped full of hormones and are overweight, they can make more money by selling it by the pound. Same thing goes for these cows. A lot of cows that are not free-range or grass-fed are kept in very small stalls and fed these corns and soys and are pumped full of hormones to produce more milk, to gain more weight, and to age faster. By ingesting these foods that have these hormone levels adjusted, you're messing with your internal levels of hormones as well. I personally don't drink cow milk anymore. Instead, I switched to Kiki milk, which is a nut milk replacement. And for something like cheese that I know a lot of people like to indulge in, myself as well, I just find ways to make it more moderate. Instead of adding it to my tacos or to my eggs where I won't really taste it, I'll have it on occasion with some chickpea crackers, and I'll really get to enjoy the taste a lot more that way. And number 5, out of everything that I've said so far, this is the most important. If this is the only thing you take away from the video, please make sure it's this one. Number 5, avoid added sugars. They are in everything, I'm telling you. Look on the label when it says sugars and then it says additional sugars, it's in everything. Make sure to read the labels. Look at something like dressings or cereals. They have all these added sugars, and even when it says no added sugar, look at the ingredients. They like to hide these sugars under the name of something else, something like corn syrup. But did you know something like pasta sauce can have them too? Why do we need to add sugar to our pasta sauce? Make it make sense, right? So instead, I like to go for something like this brand, where when I look at the ingredients list, there's only 7 ingredients and none of them are things I don't understand. If I were to read the actual ingredient list to you now, it would be tomatoes, olive oil, onions, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, and oregano. I know what all of these terms mean. There's not something like sodium trisulfide or something that I don't know, something that sounds like a chemical. So that's how I know this is a safer option for me to choose from. And if you think about it, pasta sauce in particular is made from tomatoes. And as a fruit, tomatoes naturally have levels of sugar. So it doesn't make sense for these companies to add sugars to our pasta sauce. And if you're not sure which sauce to go for, you can always make pasta sauce yourself at home. You can easily Google pasta sauce recipe, and I swear to you, it's super easy to make. And I know sugar isn't everything. And so, in a way, these big companies like Kroger and Kellogg's and Hershey, Coca Cola, they found a way to make a lot of our bodies addicted to sugar. It's very addicting. And so, I'm not saying go cold turkey because I know that is probably setting up everyone to fail, but find good ways to swap out these ingredients. Something like the chocolate example I gave earlier. Instead of going for that milk chocolate, go for an 85 or 80% or higher dark chocolate that will have antioxidants and will boost your levels of serotonin. And in case you didn't know, serotonin is the happy hormone in the brain. Or on the flip side, let's say you're craving something like a candy bar. Candy bars that have no nutritional supplements for you and they're just packed full of sugar, something like a Butterfinger. You can easily replace this one with a protein bar. And yes, protein bars do have maybe like a decent amount of sugar of them as well. But from that protein bar, you're getting a lot of protein and other supplements. So it's not just basic sugar. You're finding a way to elevate it. So I guess in general, if I had to sum everything up, you want to find a way to elevate what you're eating. Think of your food as fuel. Don't just indulge on empty calories that won't have any nutritional sustenance for you at all. And the biggest thing that you should definitely keep in mind is look out for those added sugars. That's where they're going to get you. They might post something to be organic and healthy and they have really happy people on the box. But look at the ingredients. Will the nutrition facts label tell you the truth? This is always super important to keep in mind. When you're looking at it, you realize just how much has added sugars or processed foods and chemicals that we really don't need. Definitely try to stick along the route of consuming more whole foods. Whole foods like tomatoes, broccoli, rice, things that you don't need a nutrition facts for. You know what it is. It's a single ingredient. And use all of that to make something that's much more filling and better for your body long term. Watch what you're eating and also put this in conjunction with a very good workout routine. You want to be physical, but again, 80% of the battle comes from what you're eating. And by cutting out these 5 things, I guarantee you, you will feel a difference and see a difference within 30 days. If all of this was super helpful to you and you think that you might want to see more content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon for future notifications. Thank you.